Here's the opportunity. Niche experts already create valuable raw material through calls, webinars, notes, and articles. An AI repurposing manager turns that knowledge into videos, posts, guides, and offers that support leads, authority, revenue, and audience growth. You've now built the evaluation foundation and explored 12 AI startup opportunities across real operating domains. Next, we shift from productivity tools to expert monetization, helping professionals turn what they know into repeatable marketing assets. Most experts are already sitting on valuable raw material. Every client call, webinar, workshop, podcast, or notebook contains ideas that could become content. The bottleneck is not expertise. It is turning that expertise into repeatable assets. AI helps by extracting the strongest insights, organizing them into themes, and adapting them into different formats. One conversation can become posts, emails, lead magnets, course lessons, or sales material. That is the opportunity. A system that refines knowledge into authority, audience growth, and revenue. Think of the buyer as a credible expert whose knowledge is valuable, but trapped inside a busy calendar. Consultants, coaches, educators, agencies, and B2B specialists all face the same tension. Client work pays the bills, so content keeps getting pushed aside. When they do publish, it is often inconsistent, disconnected, and rarely repurposed from webinars, calls, or existing materials. The result is weaker visibility, fewer leads, and less support for high-ticket offers. The opportunity is to turn that expertise into a repeatable content engine. The best early buyers are not casual content creators. They are experts whose content is tied to revenue or delivery. Consultants need authority pieces, newsletters, and lead magnets that start sales conversations. Coaches and trainers need repeatable materials for webinars, programs, and communities. Agencies and fractional experts feel the pain even more because every client requires consistent output and process. Educators and B2B specialists need structured lessons, workshops, and segmented explanations. Willingness to pay rises when content becomes a system for winning, serving, and retaining customers. Ideas are rarely the shortage. The problem is that those ideas live everywhere: calls, notes, decks, emails, podcasts, and client conversations. To create content, experts have to sort through all of it, find the strongest themes, decide what is reusable, and rewrite it for each platform. That creates bottlenecks. There is no shared structure, no content calendar, no memory of brand voice, and no reliable reuse system. So even with AI tools, the expert still has to manage the thinking, prompting, editing, and publishing by hand. The MVP starts with material experts already have: calls, webinars, notes, articles, transcripts, decks, or newsletters. Instead of asking users to create from scratch, the system mines that source material for key ideas, repeated themes, audience questions, frameworks, examples, and quotable moments. Those insights become an organized content plan, followed by channel-specific drafts for email, LinkedIn, X, blogs, scripts, and communities. The user reviews, refines, and approves. Brand voice runs through the process using tone settings, saved examples, prompts, and feedback to keep everything consistent. Strategic content AI is not just a writing engine. It works more like a pipeline. First, it extracts useful raw material: themes, stories, objections, examples, and calls to action. Then it structures those ideas around a business goal, such as authority, lead generation, education, or conversion. Next, it transforms the same insight into formats that fit different channels without changing the meaning. The final layer is voice and quality control. The system should remember how the expert sounds while checking for weak claims, repetition, missing context, and unclear takeaways. User feedback keeps that voice sharper over time. A strong content calendar engine does more than fill dates. It turns extracted expertise into a repeatable publishing rhythm, matched to audience intent and business goals. Each idea should carry useful context: the theme, channel, audience, source asset, call to action, and status. The engine should also balance content types, mixing education, authority, stories, promotion, and engagement. Most importantly, it connects posts to funnel stages, from awareness through conversion. That helps users batch content confidently, instead of reinventing their marketing plan every Monday morning. Repurposing works best when the original idea is treated as raw material, not finished copy. A theme like handling conflict can become four very different assets. For LinkedIn, lead with tension, frame it professionally, and invite discussion. For a newsletter, slow down, add context, tell a useful story, then guide the reader to a next step. For short video, open fast, show what viewers should see, and land one clear takeaway. For a lead magnet or course, expand the idea into steps, examples, and exercises. Same insight, different job, different draft. The bigger opportunity is to stop competing as a generic AI writer and become a monetization workflow for experts. Their raw material already exists: webinars, workshop notes, client questions, coaching calls, and training sessions. The product turns that expertise into assets with a business job: lead magnets that capture demand, email sequences that nurture trust, summaries that fuel follow-up content, community posts that keep members engaged, and course materials that package knowledge for sale. This positioning is sharper because it connects creation directly to revenue, not just more content. To avoid becoming just another AI writer, the product cannot compete on "generate a post for me." Generic tools leave the hard work to the user: choosing the angle, building the workflow, remembering positioning, checking quality, and turning content into business assets. The differentiated play is a repurposing manager with defaults for expert-led businesses. It guides inputs, preserves voice and strategy, creates reusable outputs, supports calendars, and connects content to monetization. That depth makes the tool harder to replace because it becomes part of the user's weekly marketing system. The MVP should not try to become a full content operating system on day one. Keep the journey narrow. One strong source goes in, useful marketing assets come out. Let users add a transcript, notes, document, or URL, then guide them through audience, offer, tone, goal, and channel choices. The system extracts themes, proposes a plan, and drafts a few high-value outputs. The most important design choice is human approval. Experts need editing control before anything is exported, scheduled, or published, because credibility matters more than automation. Monetization should mirror the customer's workflow. If experts create content every week, subscriptions make sense. If volume varies, usage limits around transcription, exports, or asset generation can scale pricing fairly. Premium workflow packs and team plans add expansion paths for agencies and growing creator teams. Go-to-market should start where expertise already gathers: LinkedIn, coaching communities, course creator circles, and niche agencies. Keep the message concrete. Turn one webinar into a month of content. Then track proof of value through activation, assets created, approval rate, weekly usage, exports, and lead magnet downloads. Experts do not just need help writing. They need a system for turning hard-won knowledge into revenue assets. A strong MVP starts with long-form input, then creates themes, calendars, drafts, and brand-consistent reusable pieces. The sharper positioning is monetization: lead magnets, email funnels, webinars, communities, and courses. Next, apply this same lens to reputation and inventory assistance.